at the combine. Kyle wasn't there. John was, and he had a lot of interesting things to say. Someone asked him, like, "Oh, is this extension with Brock? It's going to happen, right?" And he goes, "Oh, well, we love Brock. He's such a great guy, and we really want him to be here as long as we're here," which is a weird way to phrase it. Not we want him here forever or for long term. We want him here as long as we're here. And but there's no guarantees that he'll get an extension, and there are mechanisms in place in the CBA to keep him here if it comes to that. What do you think of John saying that?
Let's first of all interpret what he said. So he's saying we have him for another year under his rookie deal, and we are not obliged to do anything.
They could have him under the rookie deal for another year, then franchise tag him in 2026, then franchise tag him in 2027. The Bengals just franchise tagged T. Higgins, their wide receiver, for the second time in a row. Teams do this. It happened to Kirk Cousins.
Iggy, when he says mechanisms, is that what
That's what he's talking about? That's what he's talking about.
Yeah. So,
technically, he's under team control for 3 more seasons if they want to get down and dirty with it.
Yeah. So what he's saying is, we hold all the cards.
Correct.
If he comes in at a number, if he can agree, whatever the number is,
whatever,
I don't care. I don't care what it is.
Yeah.
If he comes in at a mutually agreeable number, sure, we'll do it. Otherwise, no skin off our nose. He's got the problem, not us. And if he wants to play on his rookie contract, well, Iggy, in the extension, would he have to play the next season on his rookie contract, or would the extension supersede it?
If he gets an extension, it would be tacked on to this last year, but I'm sure he would get a signing bonus this year, and that would change his salary cap number for 2025. It wouldn't change his base salary for 2025, but it would change. He'd get a big freaking signing bonus. He'd get a big check, huge check.
I'm with you. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm stupid about things like that. Thank you
for
helping me. But the point is, the Niners will be quite happy to pay him zilch, what they're paying him now. What do they care? And what they're saying to him, this I like. What Lynch is essentially saying to him is, you want a big contract and we can't get together on a number now? Play for your big contract.
Yeah.
Let's see you do it. You're a competitor. You want to make 50, 60 million a year. We could afford that. Prove it. You didn't prove it in 2024.
And you didn't.
Yeah, throwing all those picks in the fourth quarter in the second half of the season. You didn't prove it. You think what's his face? Parag is praising him right now?
No.
Parag he's got the numbers. He's not stupid. And you say, okay, Mickey Mantle, he had to play for his contracts all those years. Willie Mays, they were better at their sport than you are at theirs. They didn't have all these big guaranteed contracts. Willie had to play for it. Let's say you play for it. I would love that. I would love the Niners to do that to him. I would love it. And I would love that to go around the locker room and people are saying, whoa, they're playing hardball with the quarterback.
Yeah.
Play for your money. And that's what they should have done with Trent Williams. That's what they should have done with CMC. That's what they should have done with Ayuk. Play for your money.
That's what they should have done with Bosa. I'm sure the ownership looks at all those deals and says, damn, we're not getting a good return on investment on any of those deals. None of those guys are living up to the money we're paying them. And now what they've done all offseason, they made it a priority to slash spending. They're no longer going to be paying for people who aren't worth it. And Lynch came out and said it. So Debo had to go. Ayuk could be next. And that brings us back to Brock. In the past, the Niners seemed to just give players whatever they wanted. And maybe that's because Kyle Shanahan was in charge and he had final say, but it seems like there's a new person, or there's a new approach financially with this team. And I don't think Brock's just going to get all the money he wants because other players in the past have gotten it from this front office. He might find that the offer isn't that good this year.
I hope that's the case.
Yeah.
I would like to think or believe that the 49ers start acting like the 49ers again. It's a privilege to play here. We're the goddamn 49ers. We're not going to pay for crummy past performance or what you might or might not do in the future. I have a question for you. Brock Purdy. I'm going to give you certain categories and you tell me where he fits. Superstar, excellent, average, below average.
Okay. Okay.
Which would you put him
in
in?
general, him?
Yeah, I'm going to give
I
it
would
again.
say, okay,
Superstar, excellent, average, below average.
he has played excellent football at times for the 49ers, but I think he's probably closer to an average quarterback than an excellent quarterback.
By the way, I agree with you. So you've eliminated subpar and you've eliminated superstar.
Yeah. He's somewhere in between. Maybe he's above average.
So maybe he's average or average plus.
Yeah.
Iggy, what keeps him from being excellent?
I think his leadership is excellent. I think his elusiveness and mobility is borderline excellent. I think his work ethic is excellent. I think his arm talent is average at best. He doesn't have arm strength, and he's not really precise with his ball placement either, the way like Joe Montana or Drew Brees, where I think he often relies on someone big like Kittle or Jennings to make a contested catch. So, and then in terms of like size, he's kind of small, and durability, he misses time. So those things. And then his best trait is supposed to be processing defenses, how he can just get through all the information so quickly. For a guy who, if that's his strength, he throws a lot of picks. I wonder how accurately he's really processing at this point.
Iggy, does he have a long game?
Not really.
No. He doesn't have a long game.
No.
So as a result, defenses can crowd in.
I mean, he'll throw deep sometimes, but it's not something he does a lot or well. It's not really what he wants to do.
Right. In fact, in that regard, he seems like Jimmy, that he'd prefer not to.
Yeah, I would have to agree.
It's a hope and a prayer.
Yeah. I mean, like, we're going to talk about Darnold in a second, but Darnold isn't a great quarterback either, but has a hell of an arm, and he's happy to throw down the field, which is kind of nice. He has no pocket presence whatsoever. Brock does, but Darnold, if you give him a pocket, man, he can throw it.
Yeah, he's a much better thrower, and he has a short, intermediate, and long game. You can't say that about Brock Purdy. So for me, Iggy, I give him average plus. And here's the thing. Again, I don't care about the money. Not my money. But you're saying we want him to be here as long as we're here, which is vague. That means we want him to be our franchise quarterback going forward. Really? I mean, so you are saying that you're setting your sights on average plus?
Here's another interpretation. What if he's saying, yeah, I mean, we'd like to have Brock, but we're on the hot seat. We might not even be here next year. So odds are the owners aren't going to give you a 4-year contract because this whole operation is on notice. All of us. Brock, you thought there was stability here? Sorry, we all might get fired in 1 year. So
yeah, I love it.
I can't make the Yorks not feel that way. We fucked up. It was 6-11. I'm sorry, we really fucked up. And now there's consequences for all of us.
You fucked up. You trusted us.
Yeah, sorry, man. New York's totally changed they're more into soccer now. They don't even want to pay. They're selling 10% of the team, and they're investing in a second soccer team. We're just part of their portfolio now. Sorry.
Iggy, my line, what movie did it come from?
Say it again. You fucked up. You trusted us. Animal House.
They sold that to Flounder, right?
Yeah, because they borrowed his car for the road trip, and they ruined it. How could you do this? Oh, you fucked up. You trusted us.
Iggy.
That's the point.
Animal House is a good movie.
That's probably the best comedy ever made.
It's just wonderful.
It holds up.
6 years of college down the drain.